having vision on a jamming or passive defence, he is the best at reading that by far, because he can park himself out the back of, let's say, Cam Murray or Lachlan Ilias, or get the ball off like he did with Timoko that day, and recognise an aggressive jamming defence or a passive going backwards defence quicker, faster than anyone in our competition right now.
And he's experienced too.
Yep.
He's seen so much of it.
Because we have a lot of halves that swing from left to right and move around. And when you swing, yes, it's good movement and quick, but you actually don't watch what the defence is doing.
It's so true.
Yep. But whereas Cody just parks himself there and says, I can see the centre here, he's about to jam me, I'm going to pull back on the pass, let him come and go across. Whereas, you know, someone moving from right to left might not see that and get
It's interesting you say that. We're going to talk about Kalen a little bit longer, a little bit later. That's interesting. It's similar to what I want to talk about with Kalen. But you're right. Sometimes, as opposed to setting up the fancy formation, sometimes just let them go far post and just watch, see what they're doing. And the other night, as I said, that the Cody, am I going to go short or further, the longer pass? Bradman Best tried the other night in State of Origin. For most of the night, Cody's going up and that pause, the ball's cocked Cliffy style. Am I going to... No, we'll go around the back. But that one where he gets the ball, he goes across, gets to his target defender. Am I going to go short? No, I'll throw it to Bradman. And Bradman compliments it, just dips into the space beautifully.
And this is sort of like high-end stuff, but it's also the grip of the ball as a ball player, right? So if you've got it cocked as if you're going to throw a spiral pass, defenders actually realise that and say, OK, he's not thinking short, he's thinking long. Whereas it's cocked like a normal pass, the defender thinks, OK, he's playing short. But if you can hold it like a short pass, pump, and then throw long, you're going to get the defence sort of jamming in on the wrong guy because they don't think you can throw the ball the long pass.
And the other thing, too, I mean, like, this is really transporter shit, is that you're right. But if you hold the ball torpedo, the very nature of holding the ball that way lends itself to playing too sideways. It actually, and it's a hard short pass, as opposed to, as you said, carrying the ball soft. And it's a really good skill off for young playmakers, is to carry a ball just normal, as if you're going to throw a short, soft pass, but then learning the technique to how that turn that grip into the long pass by turning your wrists over the top of the ball.
And as a rule, the closer a ball player gets to the defensive line, the shorter the pass will be, right? So if you've got it cocked as a spiral pass and you get ultra close to the defensive line, it's hard for the back rower to get a good catch under pressure, right? So, yeah, I'm in awe of what Cody can do at different stages, right? And then you've got Adam Reynolds.
Renault on Saturday afternoon at Belmore, which I really enjoyed the game. Fast moving, they shifted the ball around. By the way, you know, the score didn't really indicate, I don't think, you know, they got going late, the Broncos, but I thought the Dogs were really brave for a long period there. But Renault put on a master class. Tell you what he's doing right, really good at the moment, Coops, is disguising his intention. Is that the right word? Maybe it's not his intention. Look, he has his options open, but he went to the line a few times, and Coops, for the life of me, I think for all money, he's about to pass short. The hands are coming through. He's looking there, and he's honestly, it's almost in the back rower's hands, and then he just goes bang with the wrists around the back. Did an early one around the back at the back end of the first half. He wasn't exactly square, but again, it was how he disguised it, up, short, no, around the back. In the second half, Coop, there was a beauty he did. It was about halfway through the second half, and he went up and he had a little inside runner. He's had a little glance there, and then he's gone out towards his target, and he's held the ball, and he's, mate, for all money, he's going to hit the short ball, and at the last second he just flicks the wrist around the back to Tristan and gives him space. And for Tyler Mariner, he's standing there, and like we said, it just totally spooked him. At the very last second, he runs in. It was so beautifully done.
Adam Reynolds is the smartest player we have in our competition today. I love sort of commentating his games because what he does in the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he's basically taking mental notes that whole game. I remember the one against the Dolphins. He obviously tried to target, one side of the field with Kurt Catewell. Early in the game, went down there, threw a pass, and he got the look, but it was a bad pass and the error came. 60-odd minutes later, the game on the line goes through with exactly the same play. Catewell goes through
Yeah.
and scores a try. The other version of what he does is in the early parts of the game, he'll put in an early grubber kick for Tony Staggs, right? Then he'll go back 30 minutes later, he'll have the same look, same shape, he'll fake the kick, flick it out the back to Walsh, who accelerates past because the defence has folded on the kick. So I love that he does the preparation leading into the game. He basically knows what the defence is going to do, shows them a little cue early on, and then picks them apart later in the contest. He is the smartest player we've got. Yeah.
Awesome. There was a great little pass too, again on that note of, pass short, pass longer, was he did one in about 15 minutes to go, and he shot up a short side, and he's been playing mainly, block sweeps, but he goes, catches it, and he's got Katoni just sitting in his hip pocket, and he sort of bang, you think for all money he's throwing the long pass, he goes boom, and he sort of straightens and sits back and just holds it off for Katoni. It was masterful.
Absolutely incredible. Stop.
A bit earlier on, that's why Tom Helm has been
Caelan
on the
before.
radar
Caelan's found his
of
best
England
football.
white ball
I mean, it's
selectors.
no coincidence that Bradman's found his best football and
Injuries have kept
Caelan's
him
found
out
his
for
best
just
football.
too much cricket.
And
He
when he was
has
playing
that
alongside
little bit of
Cody,
extra
because
pace,
both are
which they
left
do
side
look for. We
specialists.
see it with the
But
selection
very
by Josh
interesting you're
Tongue,
saying
that
there,
one jumped
Coops,
up.
right, about how
Sams.
the natural thing is in a game is say to a guy like Caelan.
Again,
Caelan go looking for the ball.
Bamboozles the
Caelan
batsman
has
with
a
the
sweet
pace.
spot on the field, we've said before. It's on the left
That's
side.
a good
in
over
around that third
from
last
Helm. Didn't
defender.
get the wicket that maybe
And it's-
Eskenazi was after.
Interesting what you said about Cody.
Certainly putting the break on Sams and
I'm going
Critchley.
to wait
Just
here. You bring the ball back.
fall
to me.
from it.
There's a bit of that with Caelan. All Newcastle sequences.
Yeah, and I think Daniel
that
Sams is all right.
Hastings
Just
setting
mandatory
up.
these days. Safety
The other
first.
night
If you
against
get the ball,
the,
flipping the
Tigers,
helmet just
almost all
to make
ended
sure you're all right. There'll be a change of
with
helmet
Caelan
as well for
in his
Daniel
exact
Sams.
sweet
Yeah, as he
spot.
said,
You know,
didn't get the
little
wicket,
block
but
options, he's
just
sweeping
pulled a
around.
little bit
There's
of the
one that
momentum
he
back.
did really
Because
well.
the previous Luke
Jackson
Holman over was an over at
deserves
two
a
arms,
lot
wasn't
of
it? He
credit
went
for
dot,
this.
wicket, dot.
Goes up there
and then
looking
4-4-6.
short around the
Yeah.
back, and it just interests
He's surprised if he stays on here.
And such is the fickle nature of this tournament that within 3 balls it can feel a whole different inning.
Yeah, that was just
How many
talent.
times have we
So it
seen
was in
that?
the same spot, left-hand
Sams
side.
looks to be all right. I
third
said
last
he's
defender.
Yeah, if
he's
you did
heading
like
out
a
to join the
stat or a
Texas
heat
Super
map
Kings
of,
in the
tries, line
Major
breaks,
League
try
Cricket
assists
that's
from Caelan.
setting up
It'd be that
out there in the
left
US.
scrum
Of course,
line
he'll be with the
portion of
Trent
the field, right?
Rockets
It's
once
just
again
so good.
in the
But
100.
The key to help Caelan do that is
So the
at the moment,
value
is
of the
Lachlan
hired
Fitzgibbon.
gun,
Yeah, yeah.
The fact
very
that he's a threat
obvious
off a short
in case
pass
of
you know, for
The
example,
Aussie
Brandon
all-rounder.
Wakeham defending on the
Just
right
amazing, he
side
didn't,
of the
in
weekend.
the
He
IPL,
sat there
he wasn't
and
used
had
at all.
Lachlan Fitzgibbon on
He
his
sat in his
inside
hotel room.
shoulder and Kalen out the back.
Fair dues to him. I
And
think the
if it's
last
run
week
right
before
with,
coming
you know, good
out
intention,
here to
good
Essex,
timing,
he
good
got
skill,
into English
that is
time
hard to
and
stop.
just
The fact that he
working
got
it to
caught up
make
on the
sure
lead
that there
on-
was
on
no
Fitzgibbon
problem
gives
in
Ponga the half
getting out of
second
the
that he
blocks
needs to
quickly
create
here in
havoc.
Essex.
He did that really well. But the thing with Kalen, let's say up against
Critchley
Cody,
facing Ryan Higgins.
lay down that left-hand side.
6 overs
at the
left,
moment,
and now
with
Essex
Newcastle, it's wherever Kalen
137
is,
with
the ball
half
is.
the team
Yeah.
back in the
So
hunt.
defences can easily visually see that. So
My guess is
more
that
has
they'd
to
be
be
looking.
on Hastings and Gamble.
Want to be heading
to come up
towards
with something
200 or
because
as near as you
South
can get
have
it.
good foils in
Which
Ilias
probably
and
requires
Latrell when he's
another
he's
couple of
Yeah, they've
overs.
got some-
At least
yeah, they're
Sam's,
playing
ideally Sam's and Critchley from an
Mm.
Essex perspective. Get to
Indeed,
17,
yeah.
17 and a half
good to have.
with those two still
Now,
there, and it
club
could
football,
be a decent total.
Warriors, given their form and their run home, I can see them. I think they'll finish in the top 4.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, they're going to be hard to beat in the home semi.
Yeah, they are.
Again
Down
went
there,
through on the
and
full. I think Higgins has
Every
put
game there's like
a
an
few
event.
through
It's just unbelievable.
without
The game.
bounce, but
Got a text this morning from a mate.
No problem
who's
for the
got a mate
umpire.
in New Zealand.
You can
And
tell
he said
the ball's
he said the
obviously
Warriors
just a
games
little
are the
bit
hottest
slippery. We've
ticket
seen
in
3 or
town.
4 in the innings where bowlers have
It's
tried
fine.
to
He
either take
said,
the pace
Andrew
off or bowl
Webster,
York, isn't it?
highest
Just come
profile
out
coach
wrong.
in the country at the
That
moment.
is something
I
that
tell you, Kurt,
Essex will need
it's
to be
heating up
mindful
here.
as the evening
I
goes
mean,
on.
So Sharks are 6.
again
26
through on the
points.
full
They've had
this
their
time.
3 buys.
Sams gets it
Parramatta,
away.
24
Come
points
back
at 7.
for
They've had
the
their 2
second.
buys. And they're all around the same points differential.
Work from John Simpson
South,
in his testimonial
8th,
year.
24 points, 2 buys.
This year, Simpson.
Cowboys, 9th. 2
Well
buys,
deserved
24
as well.
points.
Not had a
On
brilliant
form, I
blast.
see the Cowboys
Got dropped
pushing
in
in.
the middle of it.
I tell
Didn't
you,
have a
Sharks
great.
need to
I mean,
start
he's
to get
such a
themselves
clean
going, mate.
striker
Yeah, I agree.
of a wide
They're-
the last 2
don't
seasons,
pit-
he's just
if they
not been
don't
great. in
really
blast, not by his standards, not
develop
really by
some
anyone's standards.
defensive attitude, they're in
Right, score
trouble.
of 15.
Yeah, I
That
think
shows
the
his
Cowboys
struggles
are
with
in-
the
The way
bat.
that they play, you
Yep.
cannot. But the thing about that is, it gives other
is, though,
teams
still
even
a fine
below those
player.
log
Oh, yeah.
jams a chance.
And
Because I
he's
think,
brilliant
like
keeper,
even down to
very
the
underrated,
Roosters,
I think, as a
they're
keeper,
2
actually,
points,
John
2 games outside of the 8.
Well, I
But
think
if those
came
teams
to
accelerate,
national
then
form,
those
didn't he,
teams
during
that
the
are
COVID when he was
within the
playing
touch
against
at the moment,
Pakistan
they're
in
gone
those
too. So
ODIs.
it'll be interesting to see.
Free
But
songs ring.
I
Never take that
definitely
away
think
from
that
him.
the Cowboys,
On
they're
the
locked
CV.
in. The way that they're playing. Off the back of Origin.
Again,
has
it's
been
through on the full
sensational.
this time.
Good on you,
Sams
kids.
finds the
And,
gap.
It's good you brought your young fella in.
And
It's good to
Higgins
see him.
struggling to find his
And,
spot
mate,
outside
I'm
off
gonna
stump.
Go out there now. I'm going to buy him a real.
Guessing that he's
buy him a
looking for
sweep
that
with
sort of
mild
Yorker
sugar in it.
ball,
He
or at
won't
least a
blink for a week.
slower
No, you're
ball.
not. You're not going anywhere near him.
Unable to pitch it.